So, surprisingly, it's not dead. Which is very impressive, actually. Because this thing just sat for like a couple months with a bunch of old gas in it. And it took a really long time to start. But, that's okay. Wow. Like, it took me like 5 minutes of cranking it over and then priming it and cranking it over and priming it just to get it to start, but it runs still. Which is very surprising. Huh. Although it does smoke a lot. Like, a lot, which is fine, but it's kind of funny because like all the old oil was like all built up in the bottom of the pipe, and it'll just like shot out the back, like it was super smoky. And I found out that this thing likes to run at it likes to be run at like very high RPM. That's like the best it runs at. And if it's not running at like super high RPM, then it just kind of like falls on its face. And I also found out that my chain is starting to come apart in some spots. Like, I had this problem before, like, see, like the links are starting to separate, like right there. I had this problem before. What I did before was just, I forget what I did. I nicked each end. You can't really see, but like I nicked each end, yeah, right there. I like nicked each end with a hammer and a screwdriver, so that way the link couldn't pop off. Because before it would pop off all the time. Then I finally took the time and did it to the entire chain. Now it works good. I also added an air filter for my pit bike. This is the old crusty air filter, but this thing runs lean anyway, so it's good if there's less airflow, basically. I need a new cylinder, like really bad, because all the chrome plating is gonzo. I also want to get a performance head this summer. Once time I ride this thing is in the summer, because I'm always just cranking the engine out and trying to get to like 40 or 50 miles an hour to see what I can do. Yeah, it still runs. Very, very surprising. Still haven't painted the pegs. Still don't run a chain tensioner. Yeah. Sprockets. This is about like, I don't even know how much we're running. 1 year review. 1 year review. We're gonna do a 1 year review. Because I've had this thing for longer than 1 year. Almost, I think. I don't really know. Because I got it last February. It might be almost 2 years. I don't really know. But this thing, would I recommend buying one? Absolutely. They are like the most fun thing you can, for the money, this is like the most fun thing you can buy. But if you have the money, I'd get a pit bike, unless you live in like the city. But yeah, I just pulled this thing out of the old garage. It's been sitting in this like basically like hidey hole for the past couple months because it's been winter. It still is winter, but we've had one snow day, and I'm not happy about that. Okay, so 1 year update. If you were to commute and keep it completely stock, be fine. You could probably last you like 3 years, maybe 4 if you take care of it. Tires don't wear out very fast, and I've done multiple burnouts. I've beat the absolute balls out of this motor. The crank, little bit of play. Okay, not gonna lie, a little bit of play. New crank, it's like $30. This thing will take like, what, 3 hours to put a new crank in it and just slap it back together? If that. Wouldn't take long at all. Cylinder is clapped on my bike. Like, the chrome plating inside the cylinder, it's like almost all gone. But again, I run this thing like super lean, super rich, extremely hot, and it still continues to run, so that's good. What else? Chain. Don't ever use unless you have to, don't use the stock chain tensioner. Because if you have to use the stock chain tensioner, then use the stock chain tensioner. But if you don't have to, I would not use it. Just because, like, it's super unreliable. The bolt will come loose. It'll fall off. It could fall into your spokes and, like, kill you. Like, let's be real here. Like, this thing locks up at, like, 35 is the stock. The max stock is. It's just, this locks up and you're going around a corner or something, you're just gonna slide out and just, like, die. It's not gonna be fun. Stock exhaust. It will strip out the stock exhaust will strip out the cylinder bolts. If you, like, go for, like, a curb or something, it's gonna, like, hit the bottom exhaust and, like, ram it back. It's gonna strip out these bolts here. Don't do that. I learned that the hard way, and I just kind of, like, I had to retap that so many times. Oh my gosh, so many times. Actually, I haven't had anything other than the chain from the, like, actual engine kit fail on me. Yeah. Clutch, still doing good. Many burnouts, many clutch slips. Piston. I put a different piston in it, but it's lasted. Same rings as the original one. We're mint. I also broke my finger on that, but I can still ride this, so we're okay. Yeah, kill switch. That it usually breaks, or at least it broke for me because it rammed it into my gas tank. Yeah. Just might as well hear it run. I don't think I've ever done a riding video with this thing. This thing is so slow. Oh my gosh. I hate to admit it, but it's only like it's only like 4 miles an hour faster than stock. That's because the jetting is so terrible. Like, the jetting is horrible. And once it gets up to RPM, it starts rattling somewhere. I don't know if it's the crank or if it's got piston slap, but it just starts rattling, like, not very, that doesn't rattle very good, but once it's rattling, then it runs better, so I don't really know what that means. But, see how I can get started. If it sounds like it's trying to, if it sounds like it's struggling, it's because this isn't, like, pulled in all the way, so the clutch pads are, like, trying to engage. And also, if you're wondering why it sounds like it's really hard to rev up, it's because I can't move the throttle, like, at all with this hand. So, yeah, still runs, still is mint. Didn't I come up with, like, a slogan for the channel? I thought it was like, keep going to Goodwill. Yeah.